Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of the Stogey Society podcast. How's everybody doing tonight?
I forgot about that. I
Doing
forgot about the
good,
balloon
man.
thing.
Bro, how come I
All
can't do
right.
this?
Looks like we have a little parody going on for Cigar
Look
Head
at
Fred,
this.
our guest tonight. Um, well, I think everybody in the chat knows pretty much everybody on the panel, but let's just go around starting with Sip Six and we'll go clockwise. And we'll just do a little brief introduction for anybody that's joining us that's new, and so we can tell everybody what we're smoking.
All right, so I'll go first. What's up, DC Sips and Sticks? I am smoking tonight the Oxum from Foundation. If you can see that.
Nice. And I'm Hugo from Hugo Smokes, and I'm going to be smoking the Martinique and a Corona Gorda.
Very nice.
I'm Randall from Cigar Scope, and I'm gonna be smoking the League of Fat Bastards Series O in Toro.
I'm
Is it
Frank.
okay?
I'm Frank from Texas Cigar Society, and I'm going to be smoking the Oliva Master Blends 3.
Oh, nice. What Vitola is that?
It's the one you gave me. I have no idea.
Is it a Robusto?
It's the I think it's a Robusto, the box press.
Yeah, it's either Robusto regular or double Robusto because I had both of them.
This is a Robusto.
Nice.
I
And what
lost my
about
lighter.
our guest Fred from Cigar Head TV?
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good. Just making sure, man. Just making sure. I am smoking my cigar of the year of 2024, the Don Benino. This one is the Reserva. This is the Corona Gorda.
Awesome. And you said that you didn't review that one, right? There's no review video on it.
On this one, no. But on the other one, there is though the Pyramida, the one that actually won my cigar, the one that actually won my cigar of the year.
All right, I was probably thinking about a different cigar that you mentioned on your list. But everybody, welcome Cigar Head TV. Fred. Fred's been on a few podcasts, including with Innocent. You guys know him from the Big Guilty. And they talked about mostly sports. But here in the Stogey Society podcast, we talk about actual cigar content and cigar content creating. So Fred, we want to start off with asking you, how long have you been smoking cigars?
I've been smoking cigars since I was 20 years old. I'm 33 years old now.
Dang.
Oh, nice. 13 years. That's a pretty good history right there, man. 13 years. You smoked a lot of cigars.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't count like the first like maybe 4 years that I was smoking cigars because I was really kind of bullshitting. I'm sorry. Can we curse right now?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Okay. Oh well, all right. But yeah, I was pretty much bullshitting, man. I really didn't like. I smoked cigars. It was for me, it was a thing to be different. A lot of my friends back then they were into weed, man, and that wasn't my style. That wasn't my style. I was always the old head of the group, kind of.
Mhm.
So cigars is what it helped me out. So I would literally do this. When I would study in college, I would smoke a cigar, whatever cheap cigar I could find, whether it be I remember I got a white owl. I was like, let me smoke a cigar. It kind of helped me focus. I was smoking white owls at the time. What else did I pick up? I would pick up the Perdomo Fresco. I would
Oh
pick
yeah.
that. I would pick up that cigar in a heartbeat. Nubs played a big part in my beginning stages. The Perdomo champagne, all that other stuff. So yeah, I've been smoking cigars for a while.
Nice. So prior to smoking cigars, did you smoke cigarettes? Because back then there was no vaping. There was only weed or cigarettes or crack, I guess.
Well, no, I never. Bro, let me tell you something. I cannot stand the smell of cigarettes, bro. I just can't. Like, it's not. I'm like, listen, oof, no, I couldn't, bro. It just hurts my heart just to, yeah, no, no.
So
Same
just to
here,
be
man.
clear, no.
Same here. Every time I smell, and it's distinguishable, man, because people say like it's smoke, it's smoke. No, man. Cigar smoke, it smells good. Cigarette smoke is awful. I can distinguish it from a mile away. Like who's smoking?
Now, unless you're my wife, then she'll disagree with you on cigar smelling good. Now, but she will smell pipe tobacco. My dad smokes a pipe, and if she smells that, she's like, oh. But me, oh, get away, you stink.
Nice. So going back to you're saying that you tried everything when you started smoking, Fred. What was the first cigar you ever picked up, and how did that go?
The first cigar I ever smoked, I never forget. It was my cousin's birthday, and she asked me to go out with her to a bar, and I forgot who was having a baby at the time, but my mom said, "Hey, grab that cigar because neither me or dad not gonna smoke it, so you go smoke it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right, cool." So it was I think it was either Arturo Fuentes. It's a boy cigar, or I know Davidoff makes It's a Boy cigars too. I don't know which one it was, but it was a It's a Boy cigar,
Oh,
and that's how it
you're
started.
talking about the one that has the actual band itself.
Yeah, that says
Uh,
It's a Boy.
Yeah.
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 So
That was my first actual cigar.
Yeah, I actually, you're right, because those are on CI and on the smiley face site, and yeah, it might be Arturo Fuente. They customize it for you. Okay, and how did that go?
I mean, I don't remember the flavors. I just know I was like, this is cool. I can do this. That's really how that went for me. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I have the picture. I have the picture. I had, I was much more slim then, so I remember I had these white jeans on with this cut off blue shirt, I fresh out the gym, I was flexing.
Hell yeah.
I was flexing, man.
Nice. So you don't have a horror story like, hey, my first cigar, man, I turned green, blue, red, purple, and I threw up my burrito or whatever.
No, because see, then I didn't know anything about a retrohale. I didn't know anything about blowing smoke through my nose. I was scared to blow smoke through my nose at that time. So I was just straight palate, push out your mouth. That's it.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, well, you
Now,
had
I do have a story
worry,
about
man.
my first strong cigar though, but it turned out to be one of my favorite cigars still to this day.
It's a boy?
No, my first when I had, it was the Lunatic, the JFR Lunatic. Yeah. That was my first, like, I was working at a bar. I was bartending and bar backing at the time, and I will always pick up the JFR Lunatic. I never like retrohaled it, but I tried that night, and I had been drinking a little bit, and I was like, okay, all right, let's see. I'm like, okay, I could pick something up by doing this. I'm like, okay, this is strong, but I'm like, okay, yeah. And so I was at my mom and my dad's house. I was laying on a hammock, and I was just smoking a cigar, having my drink, and I was like, oh, I have to use the restroom. So yeah, I got up, and then I couldn't walk anymore. And I had to crawl all the way inside the house. My mom said, "Hey, you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I just trying to make it to the restroom. That's all." Soon as I got to the restroom, I just threw up. It was bad. It was bad.
The Lunatic, huh? All right, I will not add that one to my list.
You know what? I put it to you this way, like, cause the one of my favorite cigars by JFR Lunatic. They have the Lunatic, the Torch, and it's like it has a shaggy foot. It has a shaggy foot on it, It's a great cigar. Now if you get the like that, I think it was like it's a Fat Perfecto or one of the, I think it's a Fat Perfecto that they have. And now that was the stronger version of it, but the Lunatic Torch is actually a fantastic cigar.
And what
I
Vitola is
know.
that? The torch?
I think it's a Toro. I haven't smoked it in a while. I'll send it to you so you can know what I'm talking about.
Cigar Scope, go ahead. What you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say I know a guy who only smokes Lunatics.
Really?
Like that's all he likes. And I think he smokes the 770s. Don't they make that Vitola like the bigger ones?
Yeah, they do. They make the big boys.
Like a Psycho
They-
or something like that.
Yeah, they make the big boys, and that like and don't get me okay. All right. I smoked the big boy, like the big long one. I smoked it. It took me. That's when I got my first apartment in college, and I needed something to celebrate. I said, "Oh, let me smoke a big cigar to celebrate." And yeah, I smoked that cigar, and it took me a whole 3 days to smoke it. But I did. I pulled the Roger, sat it down, came back to it.
3 days, bro. 3 days.
3 days, 3 days, bro. 3 days.
Yeah,
God.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been smoking cigars for 13 years. That's quite some time, Fred. Take
Mhm.
us through the journey of how your cigar experience has progressed. For example, started off like mild, medium, or
Mm-hmm.
started off right off the bat like, yeah, give me that pepper. Because
Yeah,
as you saw, DC's video was an alias that he gave you was Pepperhead Fred. I don't know why,
yeah,
but so take us
man.
through the journey. Like, what did you start smoking? What was your favorite? What? Take us through the changes.
Okay. Well, of course, when I first started, I say maybe about the first 3 years of smoking a cigar, I would smoke I would smoke the Perdomo Frescos. I would smoke before I got to the Perdomo Frescos, I was in the Nub Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was smoking the Nub Cafe. I was smoking the Perdomo Champagne. And I would smoke those. Oh, I smoked a couple of Swamp Things at the time. Um, what else? What else was I smoking? Hugo,
So
you making me
I
think
know the
here, brother.
Perdomo and I know the nubs. Those are like medium plus maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So the other cigars are the same type of intensity, or
The Swamp Thing is I say that's more of the intermediate range around like maybe it's about medium plus.
okay,
It's still kind of there.
in the middle range.
One
Yeah.
yeah, when I started getting to like when I started smoking the JFR Lunatic more, that's when I started to develop that love for like that love for pepper, because that's like that cigar is so punchy. And then of course the JFR Titan, the Titan that is as a Corojo wrapper, if I'm not mistaken. And that one for me, that's why I started to develop that love for spice, because that cigar has a lot of pepper and a lot of spice to it. And then that's when I found I say this, and I'm going kind of like by my age, because that's like
Yeah.
really as I got older, that's when my palate really started to change more. And so I say around, and we're at like 20, 26, 27. I'm like 26, 27, and that's when I started to get into more of the um that's when I remember when Definition first came out with their cigars, and I was smoking their cigars for a little bit. Um let's see. Oh, and then I can't forget, that's when I started to fall in love with Aganorsa.
Oh, okay.
Aganorsa, like, well, I mean, of course, they make the JFR, so I gotta say I've had a love for Aganorsa for a while. But Aganorsa, when they came out with the Nica Libre and Aganorsa collaboration cigar, I still love that cigar till this day. It's a really great cigar, and it's not an expensive stick. And
I
then
don't
now
have
we're
very
here.
experience with Aganorsa, but was that the time where it was Casa Fernandez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
they had,
Nica
you know what,
Libres aren't bad.
around the time, let's see, when like they changed the name, they were getting into like the name changes, like because at first like they were toying with going back and forth between the names. Should we just keep it or shall we go ahead and change it? And so right when I say, if I can remember correctly, that's when I started to notice the Aganorsa change. The Aganorsa name change was like maybe around like when I was around like 23, 24 years old.
Okay.
This was a while back.
I
So
tell
like
you,
4 years
man,
into you started getting into cigars, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Randall?
I was just gonna say some of those Nica Libres, for not being very expensive, are pretty good.
Yeah,
Like
they're
they
really good.
the 1990 is pretty good. The
Mm-hmm.
one with the black band and the one with the silver band is not bad either.
Yeah, I think the one with the silver band, that's like the 25th anniversary or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. I that was actually my first box purchase. When that was my first box purchase of cigars. That the I think it was the 25th anniversary. Then my second box I bought was the Nica Libre Aganorsa collaboration cigar.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know if the draw on this cigar is like too open, but I'm already finishing the first third. And
Cigar
I don't know if
check.
you guys have smoked the Martinique before, but the first Martinique I smoked was the Lancero, and I love that
Okay.
cigar. This is the first Corona Gorda I smoke in Martinique, and nothing compared to the Lancero, in my opinion. I
Mm.
In
like
a good
the
way or a bad way?
in a bad way. I like the Lancero a lot
Oh.
more. There's like no breadiness. There's no sweet almond note that I get on the Lancero. I don't know. All right, I just thought I'd share that. But how is your guys' cigars doing? Are you guys enjoying it? DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going good. My ash just fell, but like it's doing very well. It's breathing amazingly too. It's great.
And that's the Ascom. That's the new Metapa.
The Toro, yeah, this
Okay.
thing's great.
What about you, Randall? How you liking that? You smoked that one before, right, Randy?
Yeah, I've already reviewed it and everything. But no, these are the Serie O is good. I was pairing it for all of our Canadians in the chat. I was pairing it with a Canadian whiskey, but I have since run out of Canadian whiskey, so now I've switched my pairings. But it was going very good. It was a caramel. It's called Velvet Black Salted Caramel or something like that. Really good.
Frank, how's that Master Blends?
It's pretty
Is it
good, man.
everything? Is it everything that Hound Dog says? Hound Dog loves those.
I mean, between this and a Melanio, I still go for the Melanio. But this is actually pretty good. Like, it has really good notes and really good flavor, and the construction is pretty
Yeah.
spot on. And I'm pairing it with the iced coffee with a little bit of Weller in here.
Oh, nice spike.
Ooh.
And our guest, it's the first time smoking that cigar, that Vitola, right?
Yeah, for this Vitola, yeah, I got the box in. Well, no, this is my second time smoking this one. The first one, the first one I actually smoked, like it was back in the summer. I did a short of it, and I was smoking this cigar. But the one that I reviewed, the one I actually reviewed, that one is the Pyramide. That one
The Piramida. Yeah.
was that was the one that I smoked for the first time. But this is, man, every time I pick this cigar up, it's consistent. It burns well, smokes well, and it has some really good flavors. And also it pairs well because of course I'm a Texas boy. I gotta keep it Texas. And I got the Balcon, the Texas whiskey, the single malt, the Lineage.
Nice.
Let's see. Put that up. Put the bottle up. I want to see that.
I gotcha.
Whiskey guy over here.
That's the
Okay.
sips and sticks.
Yeah, man, pick it up if you can. But I have to say, if we talk about whiskeys, my absolute favorite, and it's just it has my heart. All right, is Early Times Bottle and Bond. That's my absolute favorite of all time.
I haven't had that one, but
Yeah, me neither.
I'm down to try it.
I haven't
I'm a
either.
whiskey
Yeah.
guy
They
too.
don't sell it. They don't sell it no more, man. That's the thing. They don't sell it anymore.
Oh man.
Listen, y'all don't want to see me cry in real life on here, okay? So let's just move on.
All right, let's move on. All right, so you told us about how long you've been smoking cigars. A little bit of the intro. How long after you started smoking cigars did you start creating content? You started your YouTube channel, and more importantly, what got you to start that venture?
All right. I started my channel in 2020. That's when I started my channel. At the time, it was, of course, that was the COVID era.
Right.
It was in the thick. It got really, really bad, and I lost my because how bad it was. I was working at a golf course at the time, and uh I lost my job. I got laid off from my job because they were like, well, COVID is getting really, really bad. We don't want anybody coming. Just yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just lay our guys off. And I got laid off. So I was like, um, I was smoking a cigar and I was on Instagram with a couple of guys. One of the guys, his name was Cigar Czar. He's out in California. And prayers up to California too, man. I know the fires is going crazy out there. So sending my
Yeah.
prayers out there to everybody out there in California, man. Um, I was talking to him, and we would do lives all the time, and just talk cigars and just chill. And I always wanted to just take a picture of a cigar and post about it, and because that's, if you like go through my Instagram, that's it, you'll see pictures of cigars on there. That's what I was doing, just showing what I was smoking that day.
And guns.
And
And guns.
yeah. And so what ended up happening was my mom and my dad there was like, hey man, won't you start doing cigar content? You love cigars so much, just post your journey, talk about it. And I was like, I don't, man, I don't, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if anybody be down with my personality. I don't think anybody would be down with my how different I am. And so my mom was like, shit, my mom, my mom is a Scorpio woman. So she's very cutthroat and straight to the point. My mama
Yeah.
said, fuck them, do what you do. I love you. I love your personality. And you're a people person. You have the personality for this. So go ahead and do it. She said, fuck
Okay.
them. I said, okay, well, fuck them. Let's do it. So,
Buy me a camera, mom. Buy me a camera.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, really, I was just doing it. Like, if it's so funny, if you watch for anybody that's interested, you don't got to do it. But if you go back and watch my first video, how long it was, and you can see, I was just new. I was like, yeah,
Bro.
yeah. So I'm smoking this cigar, and this is what I'm getting, and yeah. But I had to develop my niche, and I had to develop my how I do my videos, and and the energy that I bring, and it was just learning my motion, and is the channel's has come a long way from that first video, bro.
Was there a video that you remember where you started feeling like it was turning around? Like you started going, oh, I'm confident. I'm more confident in front of the camera, or that video was a lot better than my last one. I'm going to keep that energy. Was there anything like that for you?
Whew. Let's see. Uh, there was a video. I can't remember which one though, but there actually was a video where, I mean, like, because I recently kind of went back and saw the change, in the way that I do my videos, and just watching, just seeing my transition. I think it was when I did the ooh, I have 357 videos total on the channel. So that's a lot. I think it like,
Impressive.
but towards the like the beginning, Like you can kind of see it for yourself. I can't tell you. I wish I could, but I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know. Well, for me personally, I wasn't posting as often as I do now in the beginning. So for you having that many videos, I'm sure it was probably a gradual thing. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm in the flow now. For me, it was like, all right, this is where I feel like it turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. I just because I remember because my second video, I think my second video, that's when I did that. That's when I smoked the lunatic, when I reviewed the lunatic. I remember because it was Juneteenth, and I'm a history for those who don't know, I'm a history teacher, so I'm a history buff. Okay, I love history, so I was talking before I even got to the cigar. I was talking for like 30 minutes about what Juneteenth meant and like what, because a lot of people didn't know at the time what Juneteenth was, but now now they do. But and then that's when I just got into the cigar, and I was trying to get into the pairing thing, but I was like, no, let me just stick to the cigar. And after that video, so yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I for people that do pairing videos, more power to you. Master Your Ash does it perfectly. I love the way he does it, and like and I'm a and shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Mike. The guys that I used to watch before him, before he came onto the scene, Charles Wallingford, or you say Puro Maduro, like these are guys that like they used to put out these parent, like they have great videos that they no longer do. And so that I just give him a shout out because he's the only one now that's really doing it to a T, and that's perfect. So shout out to Mike, man.
That's true, man. Michael, well, he's a something manager in Vegas of some place over there, and he's a certified or licensed
Yeah.
bartender too as well. So
Oh, yeah.
mixologist so yeah, he knows his
Yeah.
stuff, bro. He's a
Yeah,
pro at it.
We had a good time when I met him out there in Vegas. We had a really good time.
That's awesome, bro. It's always
Hey.
awesome meeting. Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. Just before we move forward, can we go back to this and check on our buddy Randall over there? Are you alive? How are you feeling right now, dude?
Hey, man. It has
Every
to get a
life
little
I
bit
feel so
colder.
bad.
Hey, it has to get a little bit colder, man. Like it's gonna get colder out here, so I might as well
As
deal
the
with
minutes go by, bro, you get redder and redder around your nose and your cheeks. I'm a little worried for you.
Rudolph
that's-
the red-nosed
Dude.
reindeer.
it. That's the smooth filter.
Hey, man, I think we're gonna have to chip in to get a salsa bubble for
Yeah,
Randall,
I think
man.
we're gonna have to do that.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Hey, man.
Everybody's got these great tents, and I just don't have I mean, I guess I could put one up over there, but
You know what? You know what's crazy about the cigar tent? I remember when I first started doing my channels, I was like, and when I first started doing my cigar reviews, I was like, it's when it gets cold out here, I need a tent, man. But I never pulled the trigger on it. Like, that's stupid. Let me not. But now I see it's like it's a thing now, and I'm so happy because I want to go ahead and get me a tent, man, and put it out there, put it outside.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
What's up,
man.
AJ? Welcome to the podcast. Fred, so how does the name Cigar Head TV come to fruition? Where'd you get that from?
One day, both like when I was coming up with because I wrote out a plan on on my channel, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. And I'm like, I gotta have a name for myself. It has to be catchy. And I was just, I was just for a whole week straight, bro. I was, what the hell is my name going to be? I was like, I was thinking of some corny ass names. I think one of them was like Freddie Fred Cigar Man. Like, nope, that's corny as shit.
I wish I would have known that before we started, bro. I would have thrown that in there.
Oh man, listen.
Watch us live. We're gonna chill with Freddie Fred.
Man, look. I was, man, it was bad. It was bad. I was like, you know what? Let me find something that rhymes with my name. And it started off like, cause my name on Instagram, it was at first before it became Cigar Head Fred was what was it? Because I was drinking Hennessy a lot at that time. So I had it was something in there with Hennessy. One of my
Freddy?
favorite Hennessy's. No, I can't remember what. I think it was Henny King Freddo or something like that. It was something like that. So it was something like that. but then as I got more into cigars, as I got into more into cigars, it changed the name to Cigar Head Fred. And I said, well, my name is Cigar Head Fred on Instagram. Let's just change it to that. Let's just change it to something along those lines. And Cigar Head TV, I was like, should I? Cigar Head TV? Well, I mean, people gonna be watching on the TV, and I'm a cigar head. Fuck it, we'll just call it Cigar Head TV, and that's just how that went, man.
Hell yeah, nice. And then you even have the template where you come, the actual TV, the old school TV comes out, and you're in the image.
I love it,
bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the editing part for me has come a long way from like when I first started doing videos. When I first started, I didn't know any. That's why my first videos were like 30 minutes. I didn't know how to edit nothing. I didn't know. I just did it and whatever, just put it out there. Okay. But then as I learned, I watched as one of my favorite reviewers. He doesn't do content anymore, but he still has his channel up. His name is Cigar Artistry, and he's he does the arts and crafts stuff, and he wears the hat. Yeah, that man, he had some of the best reviews, and like they weren't long. He just stuck to the point, and they were creative and really short. So I kind of, he gave me some. I talked to him when I first started, and he was like, man, this is what I do, and this is like, just add, you can take what I do and add it to, add your own flavor into it, and build up from there. And another guy that I will watch, of course, the old content. We talk about Charles Wallingford, talk about Pure Maduro. I will watch Run Real TV. He gave me some tips and stuff and showed me, those guys, they kind of showed me the way on how to make my videos into what they are now.
That's awesome, bro. Another peer that's not selfish like that. It goes a long ways, and I like people that are like that keep the brotherhood going. Like, for example, me, a lot of people have asked me things in particular about cigars, or even like the YouTube content creating. And I always, let them know what I know. Knowledge is power, man. So that's cool. Keep the ball rolling.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. Like we all smoke stuff that nobody likes in the world today. Let's just keep it a buck. No, like if people outside of the cigar community don't understand the relationship that we have with these things, they think we're crazy as fuck and we stink. That's just what they think. And so like we're such a there's no room to judge anybody. There's no room to be mean or rude. For what? If somebody's trying to learn how to do something, hell, teach them how to do it. They could be great. You could be great. We all could be great.
Awesome.
And everybody puts their own flavor on it, right? I mean,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. No two channels are the same.
I'm gonna interrupt real quick, guys. How's your cigars going? Cigar check.
Oh.
Let
me do the thingy that the YouTubers do. Let me do the thingy with the hand.
There they go. There it is.
I learned from the makeup videos.
Also,
you got to cover your face, man. That AI takes everything, man.
Also, those in the comment section. What are y'all smoking tonight?
Nice. Yeah. So far, for my palate, I don't like the Corona Gorda. I love the Lancero. I could smoke Lancero every day, but this one is just not it, bro.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But you know what, Ugo? I can say I've heard mixed reviews on it. I have a few in the Humidor chilling, and I have both. And I was like, just to do a comparison, of the two, which one is better. I've heard some people say, well, I like the Lancero better, and I heard some people say I like the Corona Gorda better. So it's kind of like it's a toss up.
But I don't like this one at all.
Oh,
It's not even close. Like
it's
What's
not
your
even close.
I've heard the same thing, and it's like really close. Like I prefer this one just a slight advantage over the other one. But me, I really do not. This cigar for me is not. It's not a Martinique. It's crazy like that, bro. I don't know.
It's
I
your
don't know
first
if it
time
was
with that Vitola?
yeah, first time, and I smoked several of the Lanceros because that's the first one I saw, and then I learned that they had the Corona Gordas, and then I learned that they have Robustos. Apparently, I guess I don't know, but I'm just gonna stick to the Lanceros.
You got to try it twice, man. At least twice.
That's true. I did pick up I think four of these and a bunch of Lanceros last time, so I'll try it again. I guess yeah, you're right, but I don't think it's gonna work out with me in this one. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up, JD? What's up, Papi?
What up, JD?
Hey, what's up to all the guys in there too? Having their own chat in there. We appreciate you guys jumping on here and listening to us and talking to each other. We appreciate that you guys can join us on here. Thank you for that.
Yeah, man. The chat's always lit on all these lives, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
JD in his mouth.
so Fred,
What's up?
obviously we each try to like Randall said, we each try to bring our own flavor to our channels, right? And one of those flavors is our rating system, right? And you have a very particular rating system in which you even include a cigar brand as one of your tiers. Let's hear about that. Let's hear about that rating system. How did it come to fruition? Why that rating system has that always been like that? Because I'm sorry, I haven't watched the videos from 2020. I'll go back and see so I can see the difference. But let us know.
All right, so I took a 2-year hiatus from cigar reviews. Just life in general. I had to, get myself together after COVID. And so I didn't do a rating system at all. I didn't do a rating system until last year, until 2024, when I actually came back to doing cigar reviews. So because at first I was like, hey, I'll just smoke it. I used to do the thumbs up, thumbs down thing. I used to do all that shit, man.
One T Matt.
Yeah, shout out to 1T Matt, man. I used to do that. I used to say, oh, I like it or I don't like it. And I just left it at that. Because everybody at the time had a tiering system. When I was coming in fresh doing cigar reviews, everybody had a tier or a scale or something, a measure, whatever. And me personally, I was like, let me not do that. But I was like, as I'm coming back in, let me do something, do something different for the channel. And I had to throw that in. And Gray Cliff is for sure that's the tier right there, man. That's the tier that your cigar does not want to be in. As a matter of Exhibit A, a cigar I reviewed today. If y'all watched that review today, you know that sure did. I tossed it on camera. Don't care if I don't like it. I'm tossing it. Either I'm tossing it or I'm like, you're gonna see. Listen, when you see this window go up or down, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. If you see this window go down, I'm putting it out of there.
Hell yeah. I mean, personally, I haven't had any Grey Cliffs. I don't know if anybody on the panel has had Grey Cliffs. Is it comparable to Gurkhas? Because I've had Gurkhas, and one of us here loves Gurkhas. We just went ham on the bid face.
All right. This is just my opinion. So for all you Gurkha lovers out there, don't come from my neck, okay? Gurkha is, and this is my description, okay? I'm just gonna give my description.
Absolutely.
Gurkha is bear shit wrapped in deer shit, put in a box with more shit wrapped around the box. That's what Gurkha is.
Okay.
Gray Cliff is dead bear shit with a couple of pieces of flowers in it, throw up.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And how can I put it? Oh, the dead skin that you scrape off your foot.
Ooh, the
Put
Parmesan
a
cheese.
couple of those shavings on. Yep. That's exactly what that is. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a mental picture of which one would I prefer if I was, left
Why
for-
would you
a
want a
life or
mental
death-
picture, bro? No.
life or death situation? Like, you smoke a Gurkha or you smoke a Grey Cliff? Because
Hey, man.
I've smoked several Gurkhas. There is probably two that I thought were okay, and I haven't explored it any further. But I've never ever saw, or I'm sorry, I've never smoked Grey Cliff. I've seen them, especially on those cigar pages that are for entry level smokers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never pulled the trigger on it because I was like, dude, this is $1.50, $2. Nah, it's probably not gonna be that good.
Yeah.
I've only had one. It was in a sampler pack, and it wasn't for me either.
Listen, I learned a little history about the company. It's just it's the guy who owns it. Of course, he's from the Bahamas. He has a lot of money. He has one of the best wine cellars in the world, one of the top wine cellars in the world. If you, I think it's on YouTube too. Like, he did a tour of his wine cellar, and you see like all these wines. Like, it's beautiful, but you have this wine cellar this just so immaculate, but your cigars are shit. He just threw money into cigars. I'm like, I mean, hey, dude, listen. But I know it's people that like it. I'm sorry. Not sorry, because that's my opinion. So
Yeah,
if you like it, then hey, that's fine. But shit, I won't be smoking that shit anymore.
it is what it is. Like I just said, I don't like this Corona Gorda. I don't like it. I'm not, it. Oh, nice bonfire you got there, compa. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Wait,
Come
is
on,
that
Frank.
is that actual firewood or is it the propane one? Oh, you're
You're
muted.
muted.
You're still muted.
No, it's propane. If it was like real wood, it would interfere with the cigar for me.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Man, I
So
wanted to do a fire, bro. It's just it's cold as shit out here, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
supposed to snow tomorrow and Friday. It's supposed to snow out here, so yeah, we're trying to prepare ourselves for that shit, man.
I don't think a fire
You're
would
in
go
Dallas,
inside
or
your-
where are you at?
I'm in DeSoto, so like DeSoto is like,
Oh, yeah.
we're South Dallas.
Yeah,
Is that Northeast Texas?
San Antonio.
Or-
San Antonio was supposed to get it, but I think they downgraded because now we're going to get like 38 degrees minimum.
Lucky.
Still
I don't know
cold over
where
here, man.
Stogey lives, but he's
I know,
74
it's
degrees.
cold as shit.
Yeah,
It's
I can't
what?
feel my feet.
It's what, Hugo?
The what?
What you said is what degrees out there?
Now he's reading Stogey's
No.
message.
No, Stogey's
Oh.
74. Over here it's
Shit.
it's 60 over here.
Oh man, y'all are lucky.
Screw you guys.
And I think it's a little bit warm only because of the fires. Because I get I'm about 50 miles away from the nearest fire, so I still get a little bit of the heat of in the ecosystem. But so Grey Cliff is your bottom tier, and then obviously your other tiers are good, solid.
Yeah, so you have Cigar Head certified, which that means I'm definitely gonna buy more than a 5-pack, probably the box. Then then you have solid. When I say a cigar is solid, it's definitely 5-pack worthy, definitely worth like having more than
Revisit.
a few in your humidor. So average is a cigar I'll have like maybe about 1 or 2 in my humidor. It's cool. I'll smoke. I might smoke it again. I might not. It depends on what I want. Mid, I'll just smoke it for the review. I don't really have to smoke it again. And Grey Cliff.
South Stomp.
Oh yeah, definitely.
South Stomp.
You know what? That it should just be a South shit. That's what we're gonna do. South shit. A South shit on that cigar. No, it's not.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, man. So so all of us, obviously we have like a huge collection or whatever number of cigars. how do you go about selecting your cigars to actual review? Because I know we smoke a lot of cigars off camera, right? So that's
Mhm.
whatever you're in the mood in or whatever. But what about the ones for your channel? How's that selection process?
All right. This is what I used to do. I don't do it no more. I just pick a cigar. Like, do I want to review it? Yeah, I'll review it. That's just kind of how I do it now. But then
Ah,
back then, I used to make a list. I used to write a list of the actual cigars that I was like, okay, I'm going to review this one. I'm going to review this one. I had a list. I had a number from like 1 through 10, and I remember when I first started, it was like that for me. I would smoke. I would do reviews like 5, 6 reviews in a day. Smoking, I'll be smoking like 6 cigars, 6, 7 cigars a day.
that's crazy, bro. That's a
That's
lot.
what I
That's a
used to
lot of
do.
views, man.
Yeah, it was, and I was like, and I would always space them out because I didn't want to like do it like, which it's no problem with it, but I didn't want to do it back to back to back like that.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
at the time when I first started, I never forget. Shout out to Smoking Preacher. He don't do it no more. But when I first started watching cigar reviews every single day, just like how Carpy has his reviews every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see with Smoking Preacher, you might see 2 cigar reviews a day. Like
Dang.
he was an old guy from Oklahoma, older guy. Then he was an old beekeeper. He put a video out one time of him taking out like just with his bare hands, picking up an entire beehive to move it off someone's mailbox. It was cool as shit, man. No
No.
one ever knew what this man did for a living. We just thought cigar reviews were his life. He was a beekeeper the whole time.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, you're never gonna guess. I mean, I guess there's a portion of cigar smokers that are kind of like elite. They're like professionals. They're
Yeah.
they're bankers. They're wealthy people, right? But that's one thing that cigars we have in common with other people, that it exists at every tier of society.
Hmm.
It's a cliche that's exists from the bottom to the top. So you never know what that person is. So
Yeah, for sure. Because I will say we'll going to the lounge at like when I first started. When I was getting in college, I was a broke college kid, didn't have that much money. Whatever money I had at the time, I was like, let me go up here to the cigar lounge and talk to some other guys. And I would sit with guys. I would sit with guys who were lawyers. A
yep.
lot of them were entrepreneurs, and a lot of them were. I mean, I sat with the he was a councilman, and I was like, I never, hey, who would have thunk a councilman? And like, he was just talking like, hey man, you're in college, well, just listening, going. I love the lounge experience
Yeah.
because like, especially as a young guy, learning what you want to do in life. I learned, not and shout out to my dad. My dad, that's my right hand man. When I got married, my dad was my best man. That's my guy. And
Okay.
just
Well,
having
that's
having
awesome.
guys, yeah, man, that's my guy right there, man. And shout out to him and my mom. This year they'll be married for 30 years. So that's great.
That's amazing.
So yeah, man.
That's an accomplishment,
Um
man.
it is. It
Nowadays.
is. It is. Just being able to sit and listen to guys put me up on game like my dad did. Like my dad would always put me up on game on a lot of stuff in life. And just to hear that more, it helped me figure out what I wanted to do in life, what I wanted to do, and just in general for myself, and to become a better man for myself. And
Definitely.
the lounge experience for me really, really got me through college. That helped me get through college, like, and of course my wife helped me because we both went to the same college, and she helped me through a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. When I didn't want to do an assignment, I got the same class as you. All right, let's just do it.
She sets you
My wife
straight.
is a real one.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's a real one. She's a real one.
Awesome, bro.
Hey,
That's
you
good.
bring up an interesting point about when you're a cigar content creator, there's so many other aspects of your life that people just don't know anything else about you. All they know, you're a guy who smokes cigars on camera. That's pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of like you're a secret agent in a way.
Mm-hmm.
A secret cigar agent, you know.
Shout out to Keith. He's in the chat. What's up, Kay? Going back to smoking cigars.
Keith's birthday. I'm here seeing that in the chat. Today might be Keith's birthday.
I think it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. All right.
Happy early birthday. Somebody do the balloons
Happy
again.
early birthday, bro.
Is it the double thumbs up? No.
Oh, it's the double thumb. No, it was a piece, right?
Yeah.
It was the
Mine
piece.
doesn't do it.
I wonder what this does. Anything? No.
Oh, confetti. There you go.
How'd you get confetti?
I have no idea. I don't know.
This isn't directed towards anybody. I'm just curious if it does anything. Never mind. Never mind.
No, because we just did it a little while ago to the California guys at 60 degrees and it didn't do anything.
Oh.
So we see tonight's pairing is good old whiskey bourbon. Is that your preferred pairing with cigars, or do you always want to pair cigars, or sometimes you just want to smoke the cigar?
You know, I don't always pair cigars. Sometimes it just depends on my mood. And I just started getting back into whiskeys. When I took my little 2-year hiatus, I ventured out and got into the tequila world. And listen, a lot of people don't like it, but when a tequila does not pair horribly with cigars at all. It actually pairs well. Pairs very well. Luna Azul is one of my favorites. That one and Lalo is a good tequila.
I just tried Lalo. It's a new one, right?
Yeah.
That thing is amazing.
It's so smooth.
So good.
Caramel, citrus.
Yeah. And now
like
I stay away from the fake tequilas, man. And I like mezcals. My favorite mezcal is Aguasol. Aguasol is one of my favorite mezcals.
I haven't heard of that
like
one.
it's
good.
Oh, dude. I'll put it to you this way. It's super smoky and mesquite. So like it pairs well with a meat lovers.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
It pairs well with a meat lovers.
I gotta try that.
It pairs very well with the meat lovers. And like when you look at the bottle, it's not fancy. And that's nothing that I like about it. It's not super fancy. It looks like a bottle of water, literally. Like the bottle, like you know how water bottles have those ripples in the middle.
Yeah.
It looks like that. It just like the band is just white and black and it says Aguasol. That's it. Nothing else.
I'll keep my eyes open for that one. I like mezcal.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people like mezcal because of the smoky taste.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it because of the smoky taste.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, for me, that's an actual person that knows about spirits, because the people that don't like it because of the smoky taste are the people that like the fruity drinks, like the margaritas, the tequila sunrise, even the palomas, like the more fruitier ones, which in my personal opinion, they're good. But even in my personal opinion, if you make a cocktail drink with the mezcal, amazing, because it balances.
A mezcal old fashioned?
Have you tried it? It's actually good.
It's fucking amazing.
It's really good. Yeah. It's really good.
A paloma with the mezcal.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, it's good. Since we're talking about spirits, man, so check it out. So it's a bar that we go to out here a lot, and I have my own little signature shot, right? It's called it. Now the name is pretty fucked up, but it's cool though. The name of it is called a Rocky Mountain Bear Fuck. That's the name. All right. Okay. So here's what's in it. So you get Jack JMO tequila.
No and no and no.
Jack JMO tequila. You'll be surprised how good it is. I promise you. I'm telling you no lies.
That sounds like an AMF already.
Yeah.
Hey man, you'll be surprised. It's actually pretty damn good. It's not supposed to be smooth, but it's smooth. It's
Okay.
not supposed to be like this. You wouldn't think that it would be that fucking smooth, but it is.
Two
But
negatives
be
cancel.
careful.
Make a positive.
Hey, but I'll put it to you this way. If you go over 3, don't blame me. That's my rule.
That even rhymes. Hey, shout out to our favorite viewer, Mel. Mel's in the house.
Yeah, what's
Frank's
up,
sister.
Mel?
What up,
Mel.
Mel?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's constant here. Shout out. She's in Australia.
Australia. Yep.
Yeah, and we're
Okay.
gonna get her on here, and she's gonna tell us all about you, Frank. So
She's got a lot to say. It's gonna be like a 3-hour episode.
wow. So, Fred, you kind of touched on something that I actually wanted to talk about, and
What's up?
it's that hiatus period that you had.
Mhm.
So you started your channel, and how long after did you go dormant and weren't active on YouTube, and what happened?
What happened? It was just a bunch of life stuff, and then also it like at the time, YouTube was for me. It, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Um, it was a lot with a lot of reviewers at the time that were out. A lot of them would say, "Oh well, everybody can have a piece of the pie." This was, this was this was that, but it was a lot of mess going on, man. And I'm not a messy person. I don't deal with mess. I don't deal with a lot. I had a lot going on anyway, and my son had just got here in 2020. At that time, I was making sure, I was doing my dad due diligence at the time. So a lot of stuff played a huge part in it of my hiatus and just getting myself together. But I took a break from YouTube because it was a lot. It was a lot going on behind the scenes, and I'm not that type of guy to where, like, if just say all of us, right? We're all a family. If we all say that we're a family, we're all brothers, then it should be that way. Nobody should be going behind anybody's back doing some foul shit. Like it's no point for that. And so for
Right.
me, I was like, you know what? Let me take a break for a while because this shit is stressful and I don't need anything else stress in my life at this point. Let me go ahead, take a break. If I want to come back later, then I will. But just for right now, let me take a break and focus on my priorities and let me get my shit straight on my end, and then let me come back at another time. So that's what played a part in that.
Heck yeah, nice. And how long were you? How long were you out?
I was out 22, 23.
Okay, so you went
Mm-hmm.
strong for 2021, and then took
Mm-hmm.
2 full years off.
Sure did.
Nice. And
I
so,
wasn't even smoking either.
right,
So
that was my other question. Were you even like
yeah.
still smoking
Like
cigars or
if
what?
every once in a while I would have a cigar, but the
Right.
cigars that I did have, I I smoked. Either I smoked them or I gave them away.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So, I mean, you have a pretty good following on your YouTube channel. Were those numbers kind of similar before you went into your
Oh
hiatus
yeah,
period, or okay?
yeah. I lost.
So,
I'll put it to you this way. The best way I can put it, this year was kind of like my first year. Like just like I feel like I was. I mean, last year when I came back doing cigar reviews, it's kind of like I was starting all the way over. Like, I mean, it was still people that, still some old people that, that when I first started that would come back and watch my videos.
right.
But man, I lost a lot as I was, leaving. I was almost at 2K back
Okay.
then. And like now I'm at like 1.87. I mean, I've worked my way back up from what I did lose. Cause I was like almost at, I think like 1,400, I guess, when I
Hmm.
came back, and
Okay.
now I'm at, I guess I'm doing all right.
Hmm.
I don't really pay attention. I try my best not to because a lot of like when I first started, like I was trying like, well, what can I do to earn? Because at the time, before that was before they stopped, doing the monetization thing with YouTube when I first came in. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, I was like, okay, well, what can I do to do this? And so, I was doing well And so when me personally, I don't care about the views. I don't care about the following. Just, I mean, hey, if you like the channel, you like the channel. If you don't, it's cool. I'm not everybody's preference, which that's fine with me. I mean, you know, I just do my best to put out an honest review for you know, and whoever want to watch it, okay, cool, you can watch it.
Right. Yeah.
I put my opinion out there, and that's how I call it.
And that's what it's supposed to be, you know. We got to be straightforward, and because nobody's sending a check monthly, right? At least not for me. I'm not getting a check in the mail.
Hell no, not for me, for sure.
Y'all don't get checks. No.
Oh man, in fact, I get bills. I get bills, man. Cool, man. So obviously, it affected your channel by losing a little bit of following. So when you came back, do you feel that you came back stronger? You came back with fresh ideas. How did it help? Did it help you being away from the scene for a little bit, or did it hurt you personally?
No, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot, and like I was like, well, now I can do some things that I wanted to do. You know, when I first started the channel, I got some ideas. I got some crazy ideas that probably should not be in the mind of a sane person, which I'm not a sane person. I'll just tell you that way. It actually helped me. And I was like, man, you know, I was like, I mean, that's cool. Like, you know, it didn't bother me that I lost followers. I was like, that's to be expected. I haven't been on in 2 years. So I'm like, you know, so it didn't really bother me. I just figured if I'm coming back doing cigar reviews, just, you know, do a couple of things, you know, do a few things different, just not lose myself. Because that's the one thing I was always taught not to lose was myself.
Right. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Hey, I don't think we touched on this, guys. Cigars on Bandit Peter says he missed 1T. We didn't touch on that. So yeah, guys, I'm very, very sorry. Mr. Sober Cigars 1T Matt is in Canada right now. Hit us up. He was going through the airports and everything, and he unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. But yeah,
he's off on work assignment.
Yeah, sending some love to Matt. We'll see him on the next episode.
Yeah, my bad, 1T. I forgot, and I actually did think about that when earlier when I was like planning the introduction, but you know, it just skipped my mind. I got too excited over this martini that ended up sucking.
Hey man, grab something else.
Help me find my next cigar.
What do you got, bro? What do you got?
I got 3. I got 3 out here. So I got the bronze back. I have this is one of the oldest cigars I got in my little humidor. It's the this is a 2016 Amazon Basin.
Oh,
either 2016, 2017, one of those. It's old as shit though.
Not tonight, not for that one.
No, do the bronze back.
Oh, what do you mean? We're special, man. We don't deserve a 2016.
No, you do not, Hugo. No, you do not.
Even admit we're not worth it.
Bro, this is something that's gonna be on camera. He can go back and you know, see himself.
I would rather he do a review on a 2016.
Oh, he can do a review on camera and make it part of the episode.
I would go either bronzy or the Amazon. That's Espinosa Habano.
No, this is the La Palina 125 años.
Oh, I haven't heard about that one.
I don't know. I know Lawrence said this one was good. I know Curtis sent me this, so you know he was telling me that this was pretty good. Lawrence said it's pretty good too. So I was like, I haven't tried it. So
have you reviewed the bronze back on your channel yet?
No, I did a short. Did I do a short? I don't. No, I didn't. I just smoked it for myself because I was like, I didn't feel like reviewing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know because I do that a lot, man. Like if I get a cigar, like, you know, I'm the kind of guy, like, I don't do the hype thing. Like, you know, everybody comes out with a cigar that's new. They're like, oh, let me put out that review quick. I don't do that. I used to. Not saying that everybody does it, but like I used to do that shit, man. I'll review it when I get to it. Like, whatever. It's, you know, it's a cigar. So it's kind of like, whenever I get to it is whenever I get to it. But I haven't
Hey,
reviewed this one though. But I've smoked it a lot though.
hey man, did you hack into my notes? That was my next question. You're over here guessing the lineup, bro. The hype. You know, over the last year and a half, I can say that there's been so many releases, so many new cigars, and the hunt for those cigars is insane. Insane.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, man. We want to get those cigars on the channel. People actually want to watch those reviews because, believe it or not, even if you think you're little, you're not, because people actually make purchases based off people's reviews. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we do influence people's purchases. Even myself as a consumer, I watch people and they say, should I get that cigar or not? Should I get that cigar or not? So you kind of touched on it and said you don't really care about that. So the new releases, do you really you don't go out of your way to like, hey, I need to procure this Davidoff snake or whatever, or you just smoke whatever you got, whatever you find at the B&M, or how does that go for you?
Like now, like the cigar that I reviewed, the first cigar of the year was the
Oh,
Padron
Peter.
60th.
Right.
So I reviewed the Padron 60th because I wanted to smoke it, and I was like, I think that'll be a good good way to start off the year smoking a Padron. And I didn't have any more Padrons in my humidor, and I said, well, I'll smoke this one, put it on camera. And like tomorrow the year of the snake comes out. Didn't the year of the snake come out like in December or November? One of them.
The
Somewhere in
Davidoff
there?
came out. Davidoff
Yeah.
and Plasencia came out already.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So
everybody's
so they were
been
already.
Santeros.
I think it was
Yeah,
December.
yeah. It was December. Yeah. So and me personally, those cigars were sent to me. So and shout out to Steven. I
Steven.
don't know if he wanted to put his name out there, but shout out to Steven because Steven actually sent me those cigars. So if he wouldn't have, then honestly, you probably wouldn't see that review till maybe this summer, maybe
Right.
somewhere in there, So, I mean, I'm just that type of guy, man. I was like, well, I want to smoke it and get it out the way because I feel like smoking it, and then I was like, I'll just put it on camera and go from there. That's kind of how that goes. It's kind of crazy, but or nonchalant.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of nonchalant with it because I
Yeah.
really don't.
You're not
It
anxious
really
about
doesn't.
the new releases. You're not like,
No,
you don't.
not at all.
Okay, that's cool.
Well,
Not at all.
if they're popular, you'll still get those residual views because your review
Yeah.
will live up there.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you're always
I'm-
going to get the views, but
I'll put it to you this way. I'm not big on views. Like, I mean, like, it's cool to get some views like that, but I'm happy with if 10 people, that 10 of my friends watch my shit and like, hey bro, that's a good review. I'm happy. I'm happy
yeah.
as shit, man.
yeah. Even
I'm
the
happy
one
as shit.
comment, makes your day and gives you more enthusiasm to keep going.
It really does. It really,
So
really does.
there's a question here saying any brand recommendations on extra large humidor. We can have our guests answer that if he wants.
the lunatic, because it's an extra large cigar.
Well,
It's like
Humidor.
he's talking about
No,
the
the
actual
humidor.
humidor.
oh, my bad. I can't read.
That cold is messing with you right now, Randall.
Dude, you're telling me, man. I'm over here looking.
You're delusional, bro.
I say King Chi. I like King Chi.
Okay.
I like King Chi. I haven't had the chance to get a neat one yet. But I have 2 King Chis, and they're pretty good. I think one is like the 23L, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
3 liters. Okay.
Yeah, I think the 23L, and then they send me a desktop. and it's like has a leather
Is that the
outside,
electric
super
one?
fancy. No, it's just a regular desktop.
Desktop wood humidor, wood line,
Desktop
whatever.
wood.
Okay.
Which I mean, hey, that's a good old fashioned seasoned. You can't beat a good old fashioned seasoned desktop humidor, man.
Yeah, that's traditional. That's you have to have at least one of those, in your house for sure. For sure.
Hey,
I
Fred,
do.
have you
It's a
done a
fail-safe, too.
humidor tour yet? Sorry, have you done a humidor tour yet, Fred?
I have not, bro. I guess because I don't think I have I'm not AZ level, so I don't want to do it.
No one is AZ level.
Yeah, bro. No,
Yeah, no one.
I don't want to
Nobody
do it.
AZ level.
Listen, I
AZ
don't
is
want to
like-
do it. I'm like, dude, like I've been asked to do one.
What's
I've
up,
been
Steve?
asked to do it. But I think I put like a little mini one out on my Patreon a while back. I would, because I think I showed them the humidor that I got, and like if anybody want to get a humidor like this is that, and I just left it at that. I had some cigars to put in there, but I'm still kind of building up my inventory and what I want to get, because it's always stuff that you want to put in your humidor.
Yeah.
It was like, this would be good if I had this in there, or this would be good. I need to get this. At least 5 of these cigars would look perfect in this humidor. So
Yeah.
it's I probably will, maybe, I don't know, maybe the end of the year. Who knows? I don't know.
Do it
Awesome.
while it's cold outside. It's a good thing to do while it's cold outside. It's an indoor video.
Yeah.
You're right about it.
I think at one point, we all should do at least one humidor tour video, because it's nice to share, what we have, regardless of what cigars we have. People are still interested in seeing and not only the cigars, but the storage type that we have. You know what I mean?
Also, how you store your cigars, right? I mean,
Right.
I have my shelves based off of size. So like the Robustos on the top, and then the Toros, and then so I know which shelf, how much time I have to smoke.
Oh man, that's fucking super organization right there.
Yeah,
What the heck?
Yeah.
Mine are just stuffed in there.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. It will. I wouldn't say it's like shit all over the place. I have like kind of a little bit of management with my shit, just a little bit, but not much. It's kind of like because listen, I have ADHD in real life. My humidor is pretty much how my mind is every fucking where. That's basically how I could put it.
Okay. So to go back to Cesar's question, if you're looking for an electric one, I think Kimchi or Need One is the large, because they have the 48 liter that holds up to like 250 or whatever. And then if you want to go like a nice desktop, the ones that I know that have the large capacity is the Claro Case Elegance, I believe. Yep. And they're really sexy humidors, and I don't have any, but I would want to have one. And they look like they're nice and airtight. So that's my recommendation.
And what Sid said, the ranching, those are huge, 4,000.
Yeah, those are.
humidors.
Yeah, those are like those are in the grand, in the
yeah.
3-4 grand range.
Newer has some that are like 500.
Newer also, 100 count,
and they're not that big. They're not like take up a quarter part of your room. So New Air is actually also another really good brand.
Nice.
Yeah, New Air is good.
So Fred, going back to your channel, here we're coming up to the deadline, but to the finish line, I mean. But what do you feel that your channel brings something unique to the cigar community? What would you say distinguishes your channel from, let's say, all of our channels or anyone else's channel?
I think my personality, because there's only one me.
Okay.
I mean, because it's a lot of straightforward channels out there. I think I'm pretty straightforward, and I do my best to give. And I don't think anybody has descriptions like I do. if I describe a shitty cigar, I describe it how I describe it. Just what I don't have a filter, so however the
No
fuck it
filter.
comes out, it just
Yeah,
it comes
yeah.
out. If I say, hey, like just the best way I could put it, if you guys watch my worst cigars of the year, and I said it about the Papasaka, you put shit on the brick and sprinkles, hey man, sprinkle a couple of pieces of wood chips on it and you bite it, you're gonna break some teeth, but if you bite it, that's what it tastes like. And I'm just being honest. That's what I get. That's what I taste.
Yeah.
Um I just that's really that's my personality. That's me. Like when I do my videos, you're getting 100% me at all parts of the day. Like no
Nice.
filter, just me. I cuss like a sailor, and I can swim like one too. So it's
Oh,
you
nice.
know,
Heck yeah.
that's just me, man. That's just me. That's what I bring to the table. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm not trying to be, which is nothing wrong with being professional. I just, I'm professional all the time. I'm a teacher. I have to be.
Right.
So, I when I do reviews, it's just me, just chilling.
Right. Right. Nonchalant, like you said, nonchalant.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I've seen you've done filming in your truck. You've done filming, I'm assuming, like in the front of your house or in the side yard or something, right? So you're changing wherever you want to smoke your cigar. That's where you put your camera and let's roll.
In school.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, like, it's at the end of the day, the content, content is content. Um, just if it, I say the some of the best content is for the people that are actually putting their best foot forward and
Yes,
to
sir.
actually making it. I remember growing up, my dad always said, "Son, nothing can be great if you don't put your best foot forward in anything that you do." And
Yes, sir.
so I know, like, yeah, when I do my reviews, it's just me, but I also put time into it and I put work into it. But I make sure that I just stay myself the entire time because
I
it's no
think
Absolutely.
need to be. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to compliment you. I think like one of the unique things about yours is your intro, man. I love the intros of your
The
videos where it's
intros.
the
The
little
intros.
TV,
Oh,
everything comes up. That's great, man.
For me,
oh
it's
man,
the
thank you.
soundtrack. That bass, when that bass hits, I'm like, that's Fred. Boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom,
me, bro.
boom.
That's me.
That
That's
Texas
me, bro.
style.
That's me, bro. When it comes in, that's me. And
Yes,
so,
sir.
I don't
Awesome.
know, man. I just try to
Yeah,
be different. I try.
yeah, that's cool, and that's what that's how it should be. We have to captivate, so that we can distinguish ourselves, bring our own flavor in. Yeah, I'm already at the nub on this sucker, man. You guys smoke fast. Um. Oh, there's Fred Williams is saying, ask Cigar Head about his visiting uncle on his show.
That's my dad. Hi, dad. All right. So when I used to have like a second personality on my channel. His name was Jermaine the Flame.
Okay.
Jermaine the Flame. He had disco ball glasses with a nice little Al Capone hat, and he's the top aficionado of the world.
Oh,
He's been smoking cigars for 108 years, and he's 45 or something like that.
okay. The math
Yeah,
ain't mathing, but okay.
it's not mathing, but he said some crazy shit like that, man. But yeah, I've been asked. I'm like, for like guys that that watched the channel before. They were like, "Hey man, are you bringing him back?" I'm like, "Look, dude, it's 2025. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if I got time to bring back the Jermaine the Flame, but he's an entertaining character, bro. He's an entertaining character. He was the last time he was on the channel, he told people he built a whole neighborhood with his bare hands in Alaska, and train
No
Siberian
way.
tigers. Train Siberian tigers.
So we can actually catch that character in your older videos. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Pre hiatus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was pre-hiatus, bro. It was a lot going on. I just, because I love doing like the little characters. I like doing acting, man. I like doing that little acting stuff. So I kind of, I
That's
used to
cool.
implement that a lot in my videos.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was different too. It's just entertaining, like entertainment. Because you gotta be entertaining for yourself at least. If
Absolutely.
nobody else laughed, I did. I laughed at myself. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with it, man, or else you ain't doing it
Mhm.
right. If it
Mhm.
becomes a chore, then that's when you have to,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, Hugo. For me, like it started to become a job because like I had some guys like, oh well, you know what, I'll tell you like this, bro. It was a well-known reviewer, and he at first he took me up under his wing, but then I remember I got a phone call from him, and I never thought I would hear it from him. He actually said, hey man, what you thinking about doing something else? I'm like, what you talking about? Yeah, you're not getting the views you should, or you're not doing this, you're not doing that. So what you think about hanging up the cigar views and doing something else? And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe like this is coming from you. Out of all people, this is coming from you. From somebody from somebody that says, um don't matter how many views you get, no matter what's this, just keep working hard. And when I was doing this, I was barely even a year old, and he was telling me, oh man, just hang it up and do something else, because yeah, this not it for you. I'm like, come on man, because I'm not you.
Oh yeah.
Man, I wouldn't call up somebody that just started doing reviews, hadn't even found his niche yet, and tell him, hey man, hang it up. You got to find something else.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
I know
So,
exactly what
and
you're talking about,
that's
but yeah, that sucks.
yeah, yeah. So it is what it is, man. It is what
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
those people you should keep them, far away from you, and it's just
Oh
negative
yeah.
vibe.
Fuck 'em.
And you know what? But I will say this. Shout out to Martina Maya. Me and him did a collab
Martini.
cigar review a while back.
Mhm.
Shout out to Martina Maya, man. He, that was my guy, man. I miss seeing his reviews.
Yeah.
He was just, bro. He was just a guy that he didn't give a fuck what nobody said either. If he liked the cigar, he liked it, and he was a
Yeah.
good content creator in my opinion. So, and of course we did. What cigar did we smoke? We smoked the Jericho Hill. We reviewed that
Hits.
cigar.
Crown heads.
Yeah. Yep, we
I
sure
have that
did.
cigar. I haven't smoked it yet. I have it there. I have a little.
Man, we had a really good time. We had a really,
Oh
really
yeah.
good time.
So without saying any names, I'm assuming the same guy that Martin had issues with is the guy who told you to hang it up.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody knows who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
man. Yeah. And it was a lot going on. I like, man, listen, let me go ahead and remove myself, because like, a lot of, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm especially my mindset back then, I'm like, dude, this internet stuff, I don't do this internet stuff. Y'all can keep the internet, all that internet talk, but you see me in person, it's a whole different story. So let me not be I'm just gonna treat you with a long handle spoon like I was taught, and keep it going.
Heck yeah.
I don't have time to deal with no bullshit. We got enough bullshit with people trying to get rid of cigars almost every fucking day. So we don't need no more controversy in the cigar community.
Yeah, man. So
Hey,
yeah, go ahead, Randy.
I was gonna say, DC, hold up your hand. The back part.
What the fuck?
There's just the back part of your hand. Look at the difference. 40-degree difference. I'm not wearing gloves. I need a tent, man. I'm getting on Amazon right now, man. It's only gonna get
Wait,
worse.
so y'all been asking me questions. I have a question for each and every one of y'all
Go ahead.
on this panel.
Gotcha.
What is your goal for each and every one for you guys being content creators? What is your goal to get better with your, like, you know, what do you feel that, you know, what is your number one goal into making your content better, to growing? That makes sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're speaking individually, right? Not for the podcast.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, it could be for this too. It could be for this too.
All right. You want to start, DC, and then we'll.
My goal for 2025, or what are we saying? I mean,
It's for your content,
Yeah.
to improve your content, or to.
I mean,
first
in
of
all
all,
honesty,
you need to create
go ahead.
content first.
There you go. That's literally what I was going to say. I need to get more active. I mean, you guys saw this past week and a half, I've gotten a little more active. I'm toying with some ideas of just adding some more stuff out there, getting a little more creative. I had one that I thought was really good, and then I told you guys 2 episodes ago I accidentally deleted it. So I got to go back and fix that. But I think it's just, I don't know if I ever want to be a cigar reviewer, but I like making the fun content, the stuff that's active. I went yesterday actually, and I looked at views, and some of the stuff is hitting like the 2,000s, 2,500 views already, which I'm very happy about. And that's on Instagram. YouTube hasn't really been my friend lately. I've been fighting a lot of restrictions and having to go and fight against those. So Instagram has been great. So I just got to be more active.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then probably this. I'm gonna look into that. I'll just for Carpy.
Only DC only feet pics.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Only feet. Yeah. For me, it's taking the next step. You know, I just crossed the threshold for the viewing hours, so now I'm gonna be eligible for the whatever partnership it is. It's not even, I can't even apply.
Congratulations on that too, by the way, bro. That's awesome.
Congratulations, bro. Yeah.
They're I guess, you know, it's gonna take a while because they have to verify the hours and all that crap. So I'm not even stressing on that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna the next step in the YouTube journey. And you know, overall, I just want Hugo Smokes to be a known brand. Like, I want to, just like, you know, people have like brands and like, oh yeah, that's blah 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 of blah blah blah. You know, that's my goal for the channel. Whatever, you know, I'm always gonna, you know, keep pumping out content because I like smoking cigars. You know, it's a passion I have, and to be honest with you, you know, I've heard people say like, nah, man, like I couldn't film myself or smoke by myself. I rather smoke in a group and this and that. I do as well. But for me, when I review the cigar, when I'm filming it, I really do concentrate on what the cigar is on the profile. If I really like it, if I really don't like it. So for me, it's awesome. It's a whole learning experience. And that's something that I'm never gonna let go. You know, I'm always gonna either short form or long form content. It's always gonna be on my channel. But for 2025, you know, that's what we're looking at, and might have some ideas coming up. You know, for 2025 as well. Some new type of content. You know, so stay vigilant for that.
All right.
For me, it's a couple things. I do it like my actual job is content creating. Also, I'm a little bit more lazy when it comes to the personal videos as opposed to like work videos, because at work I'm getting paid for it. But I do enjoy making the content, so I do it for like myself as much as just to get the video out. I like to see how they do. I like to test the algorithm. So I try like checking the analytics and saying like, oh, most people are on at this hour. Let me try to throw out a video at this hour. And it's fun watching some will just hit that you don't expect to hit. And you're like, oh, this one's actually taking off. I wish I, you know, combed my hair. And, you know, because you don't know what's going to hit. Yeah, and you don't know what's going to hit. And that's what's fun about it. But also more so than that. It's also, I'm already smoking cigars anyway, much like, you know, probably everybody who makes this kind of content. You toy with the idea and then you just start doing it. So my goal last year was to put out more quality content. So I started using like my better camera more often and all that stuff. And just trying to stay consistent and try to branch out into I got some new stuff I'm going to try soon. And yeah, just have fun with it. And I've met a lot of cool people through doing content. So it's fun to like get to know people. You start to see like the same people comment on your videos and stuff and get to know them a little bit.
Yeah.
So continuing those relationships on is a lot of fun also.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just trying to continue to be active. I haven't posted videos in a while. It's, you know, life and time and work have really like, you know, got me now. Like I don't think I've posted in about like 2 weeks or so. So I do want to get back to it. I do want to create more content. Something I like my reviews. Yeah, I might take my time, but I also like posting like the bloopers and the extra content. Just like
I miss your bloopers, man. I miss your bloopers in your video. Please bring those back, please,
dude.
please.
I know I have so many videos where I've edited out where my dogs are like doing in the background, and my dog. I have dogs. My dogs always take a shit right as I'm recording. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it out now, and I'll forget about putting it again back in the bloopers. So maybe bringing back some of that stuff, some of the funny stuff.
Definitely bring back the blue. And you know what? Make a short out of it afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to, and that's a good idea. I will, you know, get back to that. I'm trying to get my I'm trying to do like a boutique or craft cigar chronicles where I'm just smoking lesser known cigars and kind of like reviewing them. So I have a couple of those that I've recorded, and I'm just trying to get that going as well. Also, like I know my my handle is Texas Cigar Society, so eventually, sometime this year, I want to start. I actually created into an actual. I don't want to say club because everyone has a bad stigma with the cigar club, but I just want to, like, you know, have it with a group of guys and it be something like, you know, Texas people, and then have like honorary Texans, you know, like add friends that are not from Texas, but we can call honorary Texans, and get that going with my brand.
Nice. Fred, you're a wizard. You're a wizard, man. Like literally, that was like my next question was your goals, bro. I don't know if you're a hacker, but you're going off of my template, bro.
Stop it. Stop hacking us.
My bad, man. It's just, you know, I just, you know, when I do stuff like this, I always have questions I want to ask, and a lot of people, when they do stuff like that, they don't ask questions. Like, dude, ask questions. That's what this is for. Yeah. It's a conversation.
No,
like,
it's a two-way street. Absolutely,
it's a two-way street. I hate. Let me not say I hate. I just like, you know, when people get on podcasts, like they have that awkward silence, whereas there's a whole bunch of head nodding, like, all right, so so you know, so we gotta, you know, you gotta keep it going. So that's just how I am, man. I'm a people person. Like, I'm gonna ask questions, you know. Like right now, I got another question. Well, how much time we got left, Hugo?
Go ahead, man. And actually, there's a question for you right there, so you might want to answer that right now. It says, Fred, when is the new live stream show starting? Who's on it? When will it air? What's the deets? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm hearing you guys though.
All right, go ahead. So the Cigar Avengers. We already, like, we did one little impromptu live, I guess you could say. I have two things going. I have the Cigar Head TV red carpet show, where, you know, I have my guest. I had my boy Leo. He works for CLE. He's been, like, he used to work with Saka. He's done work with Saka. He's done work with some other people in the cigar community. So he's been doing a lot of stuff in the cigar community. So I had him on it. So that's already going. I'm working on another guest real soon for the Cigar Head TV red carpet show. But the Cigar Avengers, I started that because me and Keelan, me and EKB, before EKB stopped doing cigar reviews, me and him planned when I first started doing reviews, because we both started up he kind of started like a little bit after me.
Yep.
I was like, bro, we gotta do a cigar review together. Like, like there can't be one dynamic duo around here, bro. Like if we do a collab cigar review, bro, it's gonna be fire. And so you're like, yeah, bro, we never got a chance to really do it. And so I was like, so I just made up the Cigar Avengers. It was catchy. It was like, two Avengers assembling. Yeah. I'm already thinking about renaming it instead of doing Cigar
That's Peter's
Avengers.
constructive criticism right there.
Right. But see, I was already thinking about it anyway, because like we didn't want to run into any issues along the road with Marvel or anything. So it'll just, we've been working on it'll be something on the verge of the same thing though. Yeah, that'll be, we're working on getting everybody that's able to be on, that we can all get on and review a cigar. And and I think it may be something that we do maybe once a month or so, something like that. But who's all on it? Disney has entered the chat. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So it's me, EKB, Lawrence, Lawrence. We got, who else? We got Terrence. We got Marvin. Who else we got in there? Who else we got? Oh, Steven is in there. And we got another brother. We got Eno in there, and we got my boy P Row. He's in there as well. So it's us in this group, and we're like, okay, so we got some stuff coming up. Of course, I can't give y'all of that, but we got some stuff coming up though, man. We about to do some stuff, man. It's pretty exciting to get this thing started and to bring a little different flavor to the cigar review community, or to the cigar community as a whole. And just bring some different content that'll keep people entertained, and also just be just have some really good content.
Yeah.
So if I could answer, and then Frank, you can cut me off too. For Stogey Society podcast, I think our goal for 2025 is we want to be that podcast that the smaller cigar companies come see. We want to be that group of people that they want to come and be on our show to get their cigars noticed. We've been getting a lot of followers from these smaller brands, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I think next steps now, 2025, we just got to take that next step forward and reaching out to them, say, hey, have you seen our show? This is what we're about. Get a lot more active out there and doing that. Put their names out there. Get a lot of our friends, a lot of the cigar reviewers, content makers, to actually check out their cigars and help them out. Some will hit, some will miss, and we've seen that happen already. You know what I mean? But like that's our goal here, is to really just knock it out of the park, and then take that forward.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
You definitely nailed it, DC. That's exactly what our goal was to begin with, is create a podcast that our friends and cigar content creators and small brands, even big brands, because we also have a couple big brands coming on too. So
don't say nothing yet.
I'm not gonna say who yet. We're in works. We know, and the good thing is that a lot of these brands and content creators are always up for our podcast, which is always a good thing, man. We've been met with a lot of positive feedback. No one has said no, or like dismissed us. We have to remind them a couple times, of course, right? But yeah,
you didn't have to say that, Frank.
No, but I mean, because honestly, we've told them in advance, and then now we're booked, until April, right, or whatever. I mean, again, I guess I can say that, right, because it's not a big deal. But
yeah, I think our list is something like over 20 guests now, which is nice.
Bro, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So we're trying, and we want to make it a very cool place, and it's like you were saying earlier, like, we've seen this podcast where they, they're just, there's no talking and people are just yep staring at each other, yep. So we've come up with a like a plan, like if that happens, someone jump in, or hey, ask about this. And so we're trying, and that's the goal for this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's cool as hell, man. Like this, and I'll say this, coming from like the early stages, of the, well, let me not say early stages, because when I first came in, there wasn't there when I first came in doing reviews, bro, there wasn't any. It was kind of like a competition.
Yeah.
It was like all right, well, I'm gonna do this review, and I don't really want to do, I'll let them do that review or whatever. It was just kind of like a when everybody mainly did like the group stuff was like on Instagram. I used to do a lot of like IG lives. It used to get crazy on those lives. Those are some all right. Yeah, it used to get crazy on there, but it was a lot of fun, and I was like, I want to bring this to YouTube in some type of form or fashion. And to see the Cigar podcast, like you guys' podcast, and Cigars Unbanned, to see the Infamous Smoke Show, to see stuff like that, it's like, it's just like I wish there was a cigar network where you get 24/7 cigar content. It just be good, entertaining content. You know what I'm saying? And to see to see you guys doing what you're doing now, I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I'm glad you guys are doing it.
We're part of you,
I'm
bro.
super
You're
glad.
killing it too, by the way. I mean, and thank you again for joining us, man. That was so awesome for you to agree to join us on this podcast, man.
Oh man, thanks for having me. And I'll tell you one more goal for my channel itself. One thing that I have planned, bro, is to to do more collaboration cigar reviews. I want to be like the T-Pain of cigar reviews. If you know T-Pain did a lot of collaborations. He did it was like 2 whole years of him doing nothing but collaborations, and every single one of them was a hit.
Yeah.
And so I think I have some stuff working now. Me and Master Ash will be doing we'll be reviewing. I'll go ahead and say it. We're doing we're going to be reviewing the Black Angus.
Oh wow.
And yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah. We'll be reviewing the Black Angus. We're getting the date set up now. I already have the thumbnail out and everything, like the thumbnail done and everything. So we'll be doing a collab cigar review on that, and I have some other people lined up as well to do collab cigar reviews with. That's what the cigar community is about: coming together, speaking your piece on a cigar, whether you agree or disagree, and going about your day.
This chat's going nuts right now. These guys are getting a little too creative over here.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We're like the mailman of podcasts though. Rain, sleet, shine, forest fires. We'll be on.
Yeah.
Cold, hot.
We try to be.
Listen,
right? I mean,
I'll put it to you this way: if you guys had invited me to come on the show tomorrow or something, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would be in the bed doing this with y'all, because I wouldn't be out here. It's supposed to snow.
Don't
listen,
do that.
I'll be like, listen, hey man, you getting all this sexy.
that's for the Stogey OnlyFans.
Oh, hey, listen, put my name in as Mr. Pinky Nips, all right?
Hey Hugo, I don't think your mic's on, brother. I'm sorry. I know you were gonna ask a question right now. Oh, can anyone hear Hugo?
I cannot.
Yeah.
And
this is the best time. This is the best time. Hugo's just good to look at. It's perfect.
I just remembered I have gloves.
At the end of the show. Great job, buddy.
It reminds me of that.
You want to put the gloves on?
Yo, I can't smoke a cigar with gloves on, man. I can't feel it, and it's nothing about being a purist.
Get a number.
So what?
Yeah,
get a number.
Yeah, that's true. But
You know, I
don't
feel
know.
you on that
I'm
though.
gonna drop it.
I feel you on that, man. Smoking with gloves. I smoked with gloves on one time. I thought I was gonna burn my hand because I wasn't paying attention because I didn't feel the cigar, and I thought I was gonna like, you know, the gloves I had on with like those. You remember those gloves that your mom used to give you to wear to school, like they would just cover your hands but not protect it from any type of cold weather.
Yeah, they were just like socks.
They were just gloves. Just put them on.
They were there to look cool. That's it, man.
That's it. That's what type of gloves I had on, man.
All right. So we still can't hear
Hugo's still
Ugo.
trying to talk, but I'm loving it, dude. He just looks pretty. That's it. Yeah, we can see you, stupid. You just can't hear you. What are you waving for?
Let's get him some balloons.
Oh
Failing
man.
Hugo just so everyone knows, Hugo has all the mic set up and everything too, like the soundboard, all the extra shit, and he's failing right now, guys.
He's got an audio mixer. He's got everything.
He bought all the extra apps for his MacBook Pro. Everyone just laughed at him for a moment.
Does he have one of those soundboards? Does he have that?
I hope
no,
not.
He's got like a little mixer, like the M audio mixer that has the different channels, and still his audio is always pretty bad.
Hey, shout out to Innocent. He just joined us.
Yeah, Inno. My boy, Inno. Damn, Ugo.
Hugo's go for 2025. Figure out how to live stream. Jesus Christ.
but on his Friday live, he's on point every single time.
It's on point.
Friday live,
you can hear him perfect.
That boy is trying his best to smile it off, but you know he's pissed right now. Look at him.
Where the fuck does this wire go?
If anyone wants to dig on Hugo right now and he can't talk back, right now is the perfect time.
Listen, Ugo's my man. He looked like Tony Stark to me. It's the shades.
And the hair a little bit.
Hugo, try that now.
Yeah. All right. So, do you think we should? Is it time to cut it, or what do you think?
Yeah, I know Hugo had one question. Hugo, I don't know if you want to type it out, bro.
No, he's done.
And I can ask.
You done,
bro? We can't hear you. Stop. Just stop it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it, guys. But I mean, Hugo tried his best. Maybe he can ask later on, and we can do it later on and throw a quick video on our channel and just Fred, thank you so much, man. Seriously, we appreciate you. We appreciate your friendship as another content creator, brother. You have done amazing work. We follow each other. We love your content. We appreciate you following us, showing us love, and sharing all of our stuff out there. It's great to have you on here, man. Seriously. I know we talked about it a long time ago. I'm glad we got to it sooner than later, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah. And then Fred number 2 over there. Thank you for joining us and taking those sunglasses off early in the show and putting them back on. Yeah.
I can't see shit. I'm a normal man. I can't see shit.
Yeah. So pretty much at the end of the show, Fred, we kind of go around and we talk about what we're going to do, what content we got coming up. So I'll go first and then we'll go ahead and skip over Hugo because he can't see shit right now. Yeah, we can't hear you, buddy. Just stop it. So for myself, like I said, 2025, I'm going to get a little more active with my content. I started a new job, going to be about 6 months in, and it's very, very, it's a pain in the ass, but I love it. I love my job. I love what I do. Don't worry about what I do. But I'll get this content going. I'll get it rolling. You guys will see some more fun stuff coming out. Cigars and Bandit helped me out and let me do some stuff for them, and I want to continue to do some stuff for them, a lot more stuff for us, some personal stuff for myself, and get it out there. So you'll see some stuff slowly rolling through. If you guys saw, I started off with a small item, the do's and don'ts of cigar smoking. First one was smashing your cigar out. Yeah, so that's the first one. That's going to be the first of I don't know how many to come, but I want to get that started. I did a while back talk about this year now, 2025 is I wanted to travel a little more and meet, a lot of you guys, my brothers of the Leaf, in person and have a one-on-one with you guys in person. So I do plan on doing that, figuring out my schedule. My job allows me to take vacation. I got unlimited, which I love. So little trips here and there. I want to do that, meet everyone in person, get some stuff going. That's pretty much it for me. Hugo, nobody cares. Randall, how about you?
Yeah, I got some reviews I'll do soon. I I have a Andalusian Bull I'll probably review here soon.
Ooh.
I think
Oh.
enough time has passed between everybody else's review on this panel, so I can I'll review that soon. I've been looking at it for like 2 weeks, so I think I'll try that one out. And just keep pumping out content. I'll smoke some more of those Cubans later this year, see how they are. And I'm gonna try to work on more shorts. I don't do enough shorts, I don't think. And the shorts I do are kind of garbage because they're kind of like, oh, I'm smoking a cigar. Let me just throw a short out. Yeah. Oh yeah. And shorts for the channel, I'll try to do something. I've been thinking about shorts for this channel to get people like over here. So I'll work on those too.
I'll come visit you when it's warm, buddy. I ain't trying to be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Sure.
make it about 4 or 5 months from now.
That's it. Frank, how about you, sir? What do we got coming?
I just finished editing one of my reviews for my craft cigar thing. It's a local brand, so I'm gonna get that video probably up tomorrow for sure, and continue like with my cigar reviews. Same thing, man. Just try to create content and get it going, man. Because I like I said, this hiatus, this like 3-4 week hiatus has been just actually it's like about a month. It's been killing me, and I want to get back to it.
Can you guys hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, show's over. Thanks, guys. We appreciate everybody joining. Bye. Yeah, thumbs down as soon as you join.
Where'd they come from?
Hey, that was appropriate, baby. Don't worry about it. That was
It
good.
read his thoughts, dude. It's reading his thoughts.
Hugo took his ball and went home.
Sorry, don't let me interrupt you guys. Keep on going.
I think, Frank, were you done? I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Hugo, hurry up before your Timo goes out again.
What was the question?
What
What
do you got
going
coming
on,
out
man?
this year, bro? We're at the end of the show. What do you got coming out? What's up next?
Tomorrow I'm dropping the Golden Child. It's Thursday, right? Yeah. Golden Child tomorrow. Got my live on Friday. And I think that's it for Saturday. I got to pick another video. I haven't put it up yet, so that's pretty much it. And just keep on going.
Right on. Fred, last one. What do you got coming up, sir? Anything we should be looking out for?
Tomorrow 12:30 Central Standard Time. The review on the Year of the Snake will be out.
Okay.
And then of course the collab review with Mike is coming out soon. I think we're gonna do it next week, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's next week. We gotta just I'm gonna get with him and make sure we got our dates right. And then just getting out, doing some more content, doing some more live. I love doing the live thing because I love interacting with the chat. It's nothing better than interacting with the chat and doing the live stream stuff. So some more Cigar Avengers, which I'm gonna change the name to like Cigar Avengers or
You're gonna
something.
piss off Peter with that one, bro. I love it.
He'll be all right.
He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, man. But for sure. We got some stuff, some live streams coming up soon as well. So but for sure tomorrow the review will be out.
Cool.
Awesome.
One last thing before we go, I want to make sure that we don't forget our brother Sober Cigars, Matt, One Team Matt.
Yeah.
He just started something which I think is fucking great. It's called The Chat. You guys have an opportunity or haven't had a chance yet, please check that out. It was a great start to the video. Him and Enzo kind of just talk about their sobriety, their whole path with smoking cigars and how it's going. He's got a lot of great guests coming up. You guys are going to be really it's going to be exciting to watch. I'm very excited for him to do this. So it's going to be good. So make sure you guys watch Sober Cigars. One Team Matt, watch that. Don't forget about it.
Oh yeah. For sure. That was a great episode with him and Enzo.
Yep.
That was great.
Yeah.
Nice. So so I think we're good. Thank you everybody that joined, all the viewers. Sorry about my audio, technical difficulties, and thank you, Fred, for joining us today. And this was just we just scratched the surface introduction for this live, but we'll definitely be following up with you in a few months and see how your cigar journey and YouTube journey is going.
Yeah, man.
No, for sure, man. I look forward to it, bro.
sure.
Asshole.
Speeder.
Drive by.
Asshole.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, guys.
I appreciate you guys.